Okay guys, so welcome back to my channel, and right now I'm showing you what I have done from my last video, which are these two beautiful roses, my Fairy Tale Magic aka Bliss Parfuma. But of course there's still gonna take time for them to flower and for us to enjoy the view from these beautiful roses. But for now, what I'm thinking is I wanted to plant some supertunias on this center island garden that we call, because I know there's probably not many tulips are gonna bloom in here, although we are seeing some in here, but I think not most of them will be blooming this season, because I think these are just the tiny offspring of those bulbs from last year. Let's see what happens. We're still gonna keep an eye on that one, but for now I'm thinking I'll probably just plant some supertunias in here. And speaking of supertunias, this is what I've got in here right now, guys. So I have this supertunia jazzberry. So as you can see, this is actually a nice, like a purple color, purple pink color, and I'm thinking of combining it together with another supertunia, which is called the Lovey Dovey. So I have this one in here, and I also bought some bacopa. This one that is called Snowstorm Pink, that one. And as you can see, guys, that's also looking lovely. And I have another petunia actually that is in here. This one is a purple one, a midnight supertunia mini vista midnight. That's what it's called, and that's the color of it, really dark purple. And I moved some of our roses in here actually, but I'm thinking of moving it once again, but I don't know, maybe I'll just leave it there for a while. These are my NZ Gardener that I actually moved from this spot, and I replaced that with this one, My Sweetheart. It's kind of similar to the shape of Princess Alexandra of Kent, but a bit flatter. Princess Alexandra of Kent is a bit deep cup shape, but this one is a bit flatter and almost like Eustacia Bai and Emily Bronte. So let's see, I feel it's going to be a nice combination to have Emily Bronte and as well as My Sweetheart by Bob Matthews in this spot. So let's see what happens. And I'm quite happy because I got this one also on a discounted price, because there's lots of discounts going on, sale going on in some garden shops here in Auckland, particularly here in Auckland. And I'm really happy that I'm getting these flowers, these plants on a special discounted price. And from my previous projects as well, so as you can see, guys, I already trimmed this rose that is called Princess Anne, and it's now neatly pruned, and we'll just wait for the flower to appear this coming spring, usually late spring around November. That's the time when these roses are blooming here in New Zealand, the start of their blooming season. And then let me just take you also to this part of our garden, which is the entertainment area that we call E-deck. So what I did in here is I planted some of this Supertunia Scarlet. So that's the one. Mini Vista Scarlet, another proven winner's petunia. And I have this beautiful pink canna lilies, and I thought I'll probably do a combination of these in here, and let's see what happens. Probably I have to move that one over this side so that that can get a bit of sunlight, because I think over there it's not getting any morning sun. So let's see what happens. I'll probably just, yeah, I'll move it in here later on. I moved this one. This is Prince Stat. Oh my god, I can't believe that this Prince Stat is really growing so big. I thought it's not gonna grow that big, but I'm not so surprised about it. So I'm just gonna think of a place where I'm gonna plant all of these super tunias and including the beautiful bacopa. And I will be back shortly. By the way, guys, let me just show you this one. Finally, my golden celebration is showing me this very beautiful flower. There's only one flower, but this is so beautiful and it's so fragrant. This is what I really love about golden celebration. Although the flower can be a bit droopy, as you can see, because it's really a big flower as well, but it's so fragrant. That's what I really love about this rose. And I think it's also starting to show some new buds, some lateral buds forming there. And also look at this one. This is my sympathy, the climbing rose. It's also showing lots of lateral buds as well. And let's see if these buds in here will also show some signs of continuous growth. Up there it's yeah, it's showing it, but I'm just worried because I think Puss Puss is stepping uh, on this part of this pergola. She's climbing up in here, and I think that's what's destroying this leaves in. Oh my god, it looks like something is eating. It's not probably Puss Puss, it's something else. It's being eaten by something else. I hope it's not possum though. Oh my god. But otherwise, I'm seeing lots of new growth in here, and I'm really hoping we'll see some flowers in this part of our garden from this beautiful sympathy. I saw this sympathy rose being reviewed by one of the Russian blogger, and it's really one of the most aggressive and most prolific climbing roses that you'll ever get. And I'm so happy that I made a decision to buy this one last year, and I can't wait to see this one spreading its magic here in our garden this coming spring. So I just want to show you guys, this is actually the second day now of this golden celebration, and it's really beautiful. Alright guys, so I just want to show you, this is the third day of its bloom. This is again my golden celebration, and it's really looking beautiful and it's huge. Look at that. This is my hand and that's the rose. Oh my god. Look at that. It's so nice, so beautiful. And speaking of roses, oh my god, I am now starting to have some issues with possums again. And look at this one. Look at that. My god, look at that. It's been eaten now by possum. But I think I only this rose and this climbing rose. So as you can see, it actually already started showing some signs of growth in here. But for some reason, I noticed yesterday that all the leaves, especially this one, all those leaves that are already so obvious, also that one there, as you can see, it disappeared. So I decided to just move that one there because the possums are going up on this pergola. So I decided to just move it in here so they can't climb up. And luckily, I don't have any issues with other roses yet. And the ones that are planted in here, I'm wondering why they're not chewing it up. They're mainly concentrating on the healthy roses that are over there because it's getting morning sun. And speaking of roses, Bertie again is here, and I have these two Princess Anne's from last year, and there are only two, but today I went to some plant shops here in New Zealand, and I saw there's another beautiful Princess Anne, and I thought it would fit into this, and I thought it would be nice to have a third Princess Anne in this pot, just like those David Austin pots in their garden. So I thought I'll probably try to just copy the same. Let's put three Princess Anne's in this pot, and that one actually really looks good. Let me just show you what's the reason why I purchased this one. Look at this. I'm seeing some canes down here, and there are some basil canes, and I'm seeing lots of like growth that is coming out of this one. And I love Princess Anne because this one is also very fragrant rose. So allow me to just continue what I'm doing in here, and then I will explain to you some more things I'm doing right now here in our garden. Alright guys, so here we are. We are here at the back of our garden, and I moved these roses that I have planted in front of our garden, which I will show you later. And I moved them here because they are, first of all, tall. They really grow so big and tall, as you can see. This is probably almost 5 feet, and I thought this is probably not the best rose to be placed in front because the fragrance is also not so strong. One of the reasons why I decided to put them here. And what I want to do is just plant the front of our house, front of our garden, with fragrant roses. And there's actually very mild, very mild, or I should say light fragrance, especially for this vintage mist and this one. But the NZ Gardener, um, I'm not sure if I was really picking up some scent or fragrance from this rose last year, but this is actually very beautiful rose. And it's just a shame that it's really tall. Actually, I wish I shouldn't have cut down this in here, but it's fine. Let's see what happens. But I'm thinking, let me just take you now there in front of our garden. So that's where they're planted now. So what I'm thinking is planting some Princess Alexandra of Kent and Jubilee celebration in here. So as you can see guys, I have moved some of the pots in here because this is where it's getting morning sun. So by the way, this is the place where those roses I just moved at the back of our house were used to be planted. And here are the new roses that I have. I have two Darcy Basils, and the other one is in here. And what I'm thinking is to plant them here at the center. So I'll have two Darcy Basils over there, and so it will complement because I also have two mustard wood there. And what I'm thinking now is add some more reds and pinks. So one Princess Alexandra of Kent, Darcy Basil at the center, and another Princess Alexandra of Kent there. And I also have lots of this climbing roses there, and I have a total of 3 actually in this part of our garden. Alright guys, so now I'm done planting the third Princess Anne on this pot. So let's see what happens. So that's the third one over there, and I'm really excited to see this particular rose to bloom this coming spring summer here in our garden. And I'm really looking forward to see lots of flowers from this particular pot. And by the way, here is the other pot that I also changed. So the NZ Gardener that used to be in here is now replaced with this one, My Sweetheart, because this one is really beautiful. And the form of this My Sweetheart rose is almost similar to Emily Bronte. And I don't know where is the tag for Emily Bronte. It's gone. But anyway, aside from that, it's also very fragrant, and I love the pink apricot color. Actually, looking at the photo of this rose in here, it's kind of looking like Princess Alexandra of Kent, but last year it was more of orangey pinkish color, but more of like orange tone actually. But anyway, I'm really happy and so excited because look at that. I'm seeing lots of new growths in here, and Emily Bronte seem to be doing well in here. And my other rose, look at this one, guys. Look at that. Lots of new canes coming out of this one. So this is my Delmillion, or the poppy rose, and this one is a bit slow, but otherwise it's doing the same thing. It's producing lots of new canes down there and also in here. So I'm really excited for this season, because some of these roses have, I think, established already, but they said that it will take 3 years. So this is gonna be the second year. So not second year, second season. So let's count 2 more years. Let's give it 2 more years for all of this plant, provided that I'm not going to disturb them anymore, because I've been moving them all over the place, and I just feel I really didn't have contentment where I should plant them. But I'm really trying my best. I'm really trying hard not to disturb them anymore. So let's see what happens, and I'm really gonna um, yeah, just leave them alone and let them do their own business. So I decided to plant the Ensid Gardener in here, those two beautiful roses, but then later I decided to just take them back over there. I am thinking I'll probably just um, plant some petunias in here, some nice petunias. And I actually did plant some petunias already in here. These are the Midnight Super Tunia Mini Vistas, the purple ones. And I just want to give you also some updates with what's happening now with my other roses in here. So as you can see, this one is still really doing beautifully. And this is my Lady of Shalott. I am really excited about this Lady of Shalott. I am also hoping and praying at the same time that this will not be eaten by the possums, because look at that. This is really the time when the possum is starting to infest our garden, which they have started already. But luckily I only got 2 casualties, but hopefully there will be no addition anymore. And then the Skyla Rose is in here, and then another Darcy Basil. This particular Darcy Basil is producing just very one tall cane in there. um I've been hearing some reviews. I've actually watched the review of Darcy Basil from Gardener Ben. It's just that I really love the flower, the shape of this particular rose. And even though the review of Gardener Ben from UK is not really particularly in favor of Darcy Basil, it's not really good when it comes to disease resistance. And they said that he said that it's also not very vigorous when it comes to producing new canes. And he also mentioned that it didn't really do lots of repeat flowering. I've seen some reviews that it's really a repeat flower, but I don't know, maybe it really depends on the location where it's planted and the care that you uh, give them. Let's see what happens. To be honest, I have another Darcy Basil, but in tree form. The problem with this one last year is it was eaten by the possum as well. So I was thinking that it has something to do with its performance. But otherwise, I'm really looking forward. Maybe I'll give it another year, because I move it once again. It was not planted in here, and then I just decided to move it in here. One red standard tree rose, um, yeah, to be planted in here. That's what I thought was gonna be something nice together with my other climbing roses in here. And yeah, so I'm really just hoping and praying that this will not be eaten by the possums. And here is my Skylar rose. So this is another award winning rose, and this is also a very fragrant one. Some people, by the way, have mentioned that the Darcy Basil is not fragrant, but in my case, last year I definitely smelled some fragrance with this one. And here is my other Lady of Shalott, and I'm also hoping that this Lady of Shalott is gonna stay like this. And as you can see, it's also producing lots and lots of these new canes now. And down there, I'm not seeing anything down there yet, but oh, there's actually one over there, but it's not focusing. The camera is not focusing. But anyway, I almost break this one. Let's leave it alone. And I'm just really um, so excited for this coming spring here in our garden. By the way, this is another golden celebration, and let's see what happens. I feel I overcrowded them actually. That's what I feel now. And you're seeing also some lilies there. So I'm not sure what it's going to look like. I'm really wanting to have a riot of colors in here, but it seems like it's really going to be a literal riot because I have planted a lot already in here. But what I'm really gonna do here is just gonna keep feeding them with lots of nutrients and the sun. Well, anyway, this is very bright in here, so we'll see what happens. And I'm actually thinking of adding um, some more focal point here in our garden. Well, you're seeing a lot already, actually, lots of things going on already. But I feel we will not be seeing a very nice spring show here in our garden because some of these daffodils I think are also adjusting because I have just moved them last autumn, so they're probably not going to bloom this season. And besides, I also didn't buy lots of bulbs last autumn, so we'll just see what happens and we'll just wait until then. Alright guys, so here you go, and it's actually the next day now because I ran out of time yesterday. It was really dark to record a video, but otherwise here we are today, and I just want to show you what I ended up with in here today. So in this pot, this is a combination of these two beautiful plants from Proven Winners. The first one is the Super Tunya Mini Vista Midnight, and at the center here is the snowstorm pink. This is a Sotera or Bacopa. So I have planted two Super Tunya Midnight in here, which probably already an overkill because you know guys how aggressive and prolific these Super Tunyas are. And I also have this Sotera or Bacopa that is at the center of this pot. So I'm really looking forward to see their combination. I feel it's going to be complementing each other because Super Tunya Midnight is really dark, and then it is like the contrast of this pink snowstorm Sotera or Bacopa. And this is actually the Midnight Super Tunya that used to be planted in here, and now I replace it with Super Tunya Lobby Dobby. So I decided later on to replace those Super Tunya Midnights that were planted there with Super Tunya Lobby Dobby, because if you're going to look at this side of our garden, especially on this trellis, I feel it's already dark, and if I'm going to put another dark color plants or flowers in here, I think it's not going to complement this part anymore. So I decided to put the brighter shade, which are this Super Tunya Lobby Dubbies are. And let's see what happens. And aside from that, by the way, I also planted these daylilies, the variegated colors, and the other one over there. And I also decided to just put back my super tunya, not really super tunya, my nepitas, nepitas, cat's meow, nepitas, so some catnips. So I decided to propagate this one. I actually have propagated this. I bought the Super Tunya. Sorry, not I keep saying Super Tunya. I bought this cat meows Nepita. I think 2 years ago, and I was able to propagate them. I have another one in here actually. So this is this one, but I'm not sure if this is really doing well in here. I noticed that these cats meow nepitas are also doing well in a soil that is not so fertile. So I'm not sure if this one is gonna go ahead, but I can see that there are some new growth going on down there. And I have another one in here, but this is a different one, a different variety. So I'm not sure if they're gonna be happy in this place. Last time I've planted some nepitas in here, but they didn't survive. But let's see if this one will, because this is a more aggressive nepitas. The thing is that this is um, this is a bit tricky. I'm not really sure why some of them are surviving and some are not. But what one thing I really noticed is that when I planted these cats meow in here, in the past 2 years, when I didn't move them, they were really doing well down there. Except that I keep on dividing them. That's why it didn't really become so bushy. But this time, I'm gonna leave them alone. And I think that's the same thing that I have been doing with my roses. Um, Now, again, in my head, I'm thinking of moving this Darcy basil in here and replace it with another plant. I'm thinking of getting another James L. Austin, but I'm still not sure about that. I don't know, because I was really kind of like influenced now with Gardener Ben's blog on his YouTube channel about the review for Darcy basil, that it didn't really do much of a repeat blooming on in his garden. So I'm thinking, because I have a total of now 3 Darcy basil. Well, actually 4, because I have a 3 in here. But yesterday I bought 2 more, which is over there. Let me just show you. So I am thinking of maybe just planting all of my Darcy basil in one pot, which I'm really not sure about yet. Well, actually, I was thinking that I'll probably use this pot and remove this what's this one, olive. This is an olive tree actually. So that's what I was thinking of. But let's see, I'm not 100% sure yet. I need to ask my partner's permission first, because he loves this olive tree. So here is my grandma rose that is already starting to show some flower buds. And this is one of the most beautiful roses I think that we will be having here in our garden. That's what it looks like. So this is my grandma from Bob Matthews, and I'm really excited to see this one in bush form. We do have one of this in tree form, and I thought I probably would love to have another one in a bush form. So I have two. One is this one that is getting this morning sun, and I'm also hoping to see this beautiful blooms from Alimau or Chippendale. This one is also getting morning sun, but I feel this one is growing so slowly, and as well as this one. Although it's starting to look a bit bushier now, I just feel that it's a bit slow. And this one is stopped growing. I don't know what happened to that one. How about this one? This one is fine. But yeah, I feel they are growing a bit slow. Oh my god. Look at the red flower. Look at that. Those are my cyclamens from the last years. And I didn't expect that some of them survive and germinating just like this one. And this one is blooming. Oh my god. Although I'm happy to see that there's something blooming there, I'm again a bit sad because I noticed that this one again has been eaten by the possum. And the possums are really infesting our garden once again. And I have another rose, the Thomas A. Becket, that was been chewed again. So I have a total of 3 roses, actually 4, total of 4 roses now. The Sympathy, the purple, the Adorable Rose, and the Thomas A. Becket, and now this a Gardener's Dream. So I have a total of 4 now. Oh my god, this is not really good. I'm really upset when I'm seeing this. I've been like waiting for ages to see them bloom, showing these shoots, and now this is what these possums are doing. So I really need to do something about it. Today is really such a wonderful day. Look at that. I love the afternoon when the sun is hitting the grass of our lawn, and luckily it's not raining, so I did a bit of lawn mowing for today, and now just enjoying the view of our garden, and really excited and so looking forward for this coming spring and see the beauties of these roses, dahlias, and all plants we have collected in this garden. Alright guys, I think that will be all for today, and again, thank you very much for watching this video. And if you have any questions, any inquiries, please feel free to leave your comment in the comment section down below, and I will be glad to answer all of your questions. Alright guys, thank you very much, and I will see you again on my next one. Bye for now.